Hi, my name is Leon Versfeld. I'm a U.S. immigration attorney, and in this video I want to discuss the permanent labor certification. The labor certification, also referred to as PERM, is a process through which you go through with the Department of Labor to ultimately end up in applying for permanent residency in the United States. This would be done through a U.S. employer. The U.S. employer would first outline the job title, the job duties, the requirement for the job, and the geographical area where this position is going to be at. This employer will then submit an application with the Department of Labor, asking the Department of Labor, based upon the job requirements and the outline of the job duties, what the prevailing wage in that area should be. It typically takes 3 to 4 months for the Department of Labor to come back with an answer for a prevailing wage, upon which then the employer is able to move on to the next phase of the labor certification, which includes recruitment. Through the recruitment, depending on if it's for a professional job or just an unskilled job, the basic requirement is to advertise the position with a local state workforce agency, and as well as 2 consecutive Sunday ads, and also post a notice within the job at the job site. Professional positions require 3 additional recruitment that we'll go over, or that your attorney can go over with you during the labor certification process. Once you have advertised, there is a quiet time that needs to lapse to await U.S. citizens or permanent residents who applies for the position to see whether or not they qualify for the position. If your employer is unable through this recruitment to find any U.S. citizens or permanent residents who's willing, able, and qualified to do the job, he may then go ahead and file an electronic labor certification with the Department of Labor. And that process for the processing of the labor certifications currently takes about 8 to 10 months. With the approved labor certification, you will then be able to take the certification to immigration to apply then for an immigrant visa that will ultimately lead to permanent residency. Depending on which country you're from, there are certain preference categories within the employment base that will determine how long the priority dates are and how long you're going to need to wait for your green card. I encourage you that if this is one of the options that you want to pursue, that you reach out to an immigration attorney to help you and your employer navigate through this process, as it can become very complex moving through and navigating through this process. The U.S. immigration law is ever changing and very dynamic, so I don't want you to miss anything. Like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, connect with me on LinkedIn, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.